Hey everybody. So you might remember the other night I went and tested out that Harbor Freight buck knife. There it is. Against one of my regular buck knives, and it was kind of a good time. I had fun doing it, and it got me to thinking that I should pull out one of my old projects from a couple of years ago, which is this 52-100 knife I made out of a bearing. I had some trouble with this. I got some video of it. I'll show you a clip here.
Alright guys, so last night we had a little bit of a catastrophe. The blade warped a little, and as I was trying to straighten it out, it broke. But within every tragedy there's an opportunity to learn something. So one thing I picked up is that, and let's see if I can get the camera to focus here. There it is. The grain structure here is really nice. And this bearings, oh no, lost it. There, is really nice in this stuff. And something else we're going to have an opportunity to do today, because I'm not going to scrap this, is I'm going to try and clean it up and forge weld it back together. That color, kind of a bright yellow. So we're just gonna work on this a little bit. See what happens. Try and blend that new handle in. What should be a solid piece of material. Well, here's our finished repair. There you go. You can kind of see how it's all put together. Then I'll have to clean this up.
When I was putting it together, the handle snapped, and I had to forge weld the handle back together. And so for 2 or 3 years I've had this knife floating around. I haven't done anything with it because I've been worried about the handle, but I decided, you know what, you only live once, and so I'm going to go ahead and try it out tonight. Cutting through 2x4, cutting through some wire, just like we did with the buck knives, and just see how it holds up against a professional knife maker. The hell of it. So I don't do the knife thing a lot. It's just kind of a hobby among side hobbies. This was a project I took on a little while back, a few years back actually now, and I finished out nice, and I didn't want to break it, but you know, if it's not any good, then I might as well find out now. So I put a little bit of an edge on it. Nothing to write home about, but there's a bit of an edge. I think I got some of that Romex. Let's make sure the video's doing good. Yeah. So here's some Romex. We got 3 strands of copper. I think it's number 12 gauge. And unlike the buck, I kind of expect this to just cut right through. There's a little more weight in this. Yeah. That's leaving copper transfer on that blade, but I don't think it damaged it at all. We'll check our lotto ticket. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be. I'm not very good at all this, but alright, so now we'll test the fittings. This is what this chopping is basic. It's not doing anything to the blade, it's testing the fittings, and I guess if I've got micro fractures in there, it'll all show up. So heavy as a hatchet. You don't need that. You don't get as much hit. The blade's a lot sharper. It's worthless 2x4 again. The blade's a lot sharper. Than a hatchet would be. So I can get a little more cut. But I just don't have the mass. That's what making this really thin too. There we go. I do want to cut. I kind of broke it. I mean the 2x4. The blade looks good. Like I said, it shouldn't damage the blade any at all. So last time we did some brass on the bucks, and that's what it took to roll the edge. I guess I can. So we'll take a couple wax and brass. See what happens. Alright, so this is that same brass bar that we tested on the buck knife. And I guess what we'll try and do here, is where our blade's at, is just take a notch out of it, I guess. It cuts brass like a chisel. Oh, okay, so there's where we're taking a little damage. Now you'll remember on the bucks it rolled the blade, and on this we've got some chipping. See, there's some little chips in there. So it's now a little bit damaged, but it took some pretty good chunks out of this brass. You can see that. So yeah, that worked out pretty well. So you can see where it chipped the blade when I chopped on that brass. There's some transfer and some chipping for sure. I haven't really finished the edge on this. And this is a pretty hard knife, so I'd kind of expect that. But all in all, performance-wise, I think I'll give it a pass. I was worried about the handle breaking. It didn't break, so good deal.